This is a recap for Tuesday, October 12th. We spent the first 10 minutes today on quizzes, week 5 quizzes 2. So I thought what I'd do is go to this report and go to the questions and look at some of the ones that were commonly missed, or maybe just go down the list here and just do an answer key. So I'm going to get my pen and we'll make it red and we'll do negative 13 plus 5. There. It's a negative and a positive, so we find the difference. The difference is 8. There's more negative, so it's negative 8. That was A. Negative 27 plus 29. I have more positive than negative. I find the difference, which is 2. There's more positive. That's how we got the answer of 2. Let's keep going down. I'll just do 2 problems at a time. If you are looking for a particular problem and you want to fast forward, please go ahead and do that. 5 minus a negative 6 is the same as 5 plus the opposite of this, which is 6. That's 11. That's how we got 11 on that one. Negative 6 plus a negative 3. This is negative. Combined with even more negative makes it even more negative. So that's how we got this negative 9. Okay, let's look at 2.1 minus 2.9. So I'm going to find the difference between these two. This is, I can do this. I can line them up like this. 2.9 minus 2.1. Find the difference, which is 0.8. And it went into the hole. If I would have done 2.1 minus 2.1, it would have been 0. But since we are subtracting, since we're going from 2.1 to even past 2.1, it goes 0.8 into the negative. All right, negative 3.7 plus a negative 5.1. These are both negative. Here, let me grab my color here. Negative plus negative is even more negative. It combines together. So that's how we got negative 8.8. So you can line up the decimal points, 3.7, 5.1, and get 8.8, and it's negative. Okay, let's look at problem 6 and 7. Or I'm sorry, 7 and 8. Okay, here is negative 6 plus, excuse me, I'm not there yet. All right, what's given? That's where I'm headed though. I was thinking a little too fast. Minus a negative 10, that is the same as negative 6 plus the opposite of this. The opposite of that is 10. These have different signs, so I find the difference. 10 minus 6 is 4. I have more positive than negative, so it's positive, so that's how we got an answer of C, positive 4. This is a negative 4.1 minus 6.2. If we were to minus 4.1, we'd be at 0, but we're going to do even more and go into the negative, so we have to find the difference. 6.2 minus 4.1. The difference is 2.1. It's in the negative. And that is an error in my thinking. And how some of us got that. So let's fix this. So we're not going to find the difference because this is the same as we're not subtracting from 4.1, we're subtracting. What I did was 4.1 minus 6.2. I just kind of ignored this negative right here. So this is, if we think of a number line, 0, negative 4.1, and then we're going to keep going negative 6.2 units more. So we're going to combine these together. So that means we're going to do 4.1 and 6.2, and that's going to be where we get the 10.3, and it's way over here in the negative. So that's why we got that. Okay. Negative 0.7 combined with 1.5. These have different signs, so we're going to find the difference. The difference is 0.8. I have more positive, so that's how we got 0.8. 2.1. Some people might do this, but you're going to be in trouble when you do this because you cannot take 4 from 2. So we have to do this. 4.8 minus 2.1. Find the difference, which is 2.7, and then it goes into the negative. The other way of doing this is 2.1 plus a negative 4.8. So we know that we're going to find the difference between 4.8 and 2.1 and then make it negative. Seven plus a negative 10. We're combining two numbers. We're going to add them. They have different signs, so we're going to find the difference. 10. Notice how I don't write negative 10. I just write 10. Minus 7 is 3. And there's more negatives, so it's negative 3. 5 minus a negative 5. So we're going to start with 5, and we're going to add the opposite of this. Opposite of negative 5 is 5, so that's 10. A number line would tell us to start at 5, and then subtract goes this direction because it's negative. We go this direction, so we're going to go 5 that way to the 10. 11/8 minus 2/3. So this is going to be 11/8 minus 2/3. We might as well find a common denominator. It's going to be 24. This is going to be times 3. This is going to be times 8. So that's going to be 33/24 minus 16/24. 33 minus 16 is 17, so that's 17/24. And that should be positive, and that's how we get that. 12. Let's do a number line on this one. Start at 12. Go 24 this direction. We're going to get to the negative 12. That's one way of thinking about it. All right. In class today, I helped some people think about this by just ignoring, just doing negative 6 minus 3. That's negative 6 plus a negative 3. That's negative 9. Then doing this part, minus a negative 2. That's the same as negative 9 plus 2. That's negative 7. That's how we get negative 7. Negative 6 minus negative 20. Somebody said today that I don't have 6, and so I'm going to take away 6 of those things I don't have, but then I would end up 14 in the positive. So such an interesting way of thinking about that. We can do a number line, negative 6, and I'm going to go to the left because it's subtraction, but I'm subtracting negative, so I'm going to go to the right 20 steps. all the way to the 14. I'm going to combine two negatives, so get even more negative. So I just need to add together 4.5 plus 3.1. They're both negative, and it's going to be even more negative. So I combine it together to get 7.6, and it's in the negative. Negative 1/3 minus 2/3 is negative 1/3 plus a negative 2/3. So we're going to do plus the opposite. So that is going to be, and you can always take this negative and put it right up there in the numerator, because that's really what we're counting up. So that's negative 3, that's a 3. 3/3, that's equal to negative 1. And the last two, negative 2.6 minus 2.6. It sure sounds like 0, but it's not. It is negative 2.6 plus a negative 2.6. That means I'm going to line them up, 2.6, 2.6, and get 5.2, and it's negative 5.2. And as you can see, there's a lot of people that still need to work on that one, but some people are getting it. So ask your fellow student, somebody sitting around you, if they've got it. Negative 1/8 plus 3/4. Let's change the 3/4 times 2 times 2, so that is negative 1/8 combined with 6/8. So a 6 combined with a negative 1 is equal to 5. That's 5/8. And that is a recap for Tuesday, October 12th.